Hello, dear brothers and sisters. The Glastonbury TV channel is greeting you again. Today is the 10th of February, and today we decided to organize Skype conversation with our Spanish community. And on behalf of Spanish community, today Father Herman will speak to us. Please welcome Father Herman. And we chose this topic, the next topic for today's conversation. This what interests me the most, and what people usually ask during our meetings, conversation, public talks, and it is Eros and Amor Fino. Eros as erotic love, earthly love, which lays in the foundation of the earthly existence, that we all know that there is no life on earth without Eros, without sexual relations, sexuality. It's a basic instinct of each and every creature in this world. But we know that Cathars were dedicated and still are to different love, and they worshipped different love, which they called in the medieval times Amor Fino, or pure love. And we would like to ask you, as being a priest, perfect one in Spain, to share with us today what is the difference between Amor Fino and Eros.
Hello, my dear friends from UK. We are very pleased to have this possibility to speak with you. And of course, we invite you, first of all, we invite all of you to our Cathar land in Pyrenees, where are the very roots and the air of this perfect and divine love, which is called Amor Fino. The difference between two types of love, as of eroticism and divine, pure Amor Fino, is very great. For example, I may tell that in some way, love, the earthly love, which presumes the eroticism as a part, as a goal or desire of this love, fix a person upon the object of that love. So there are two people, and the love and all the world is around these people. Love Amor Fino, this is love which open your heart wider than just relation of two people. This love, yes, yes, this is the very root of this love Amor Fino. I may tell you, this is the source of this love is great purity. Purity which we call virginity. This is the very origin which is found in the very basis of Pyrenean mountains, in cold rivers which flow from the snowing tops of these mountains, which purify you and make your character to be as a knight, to become knight, able to fight evil. So this love Amor Fino stayed strongly as a shield against evil which attacks earth and all the inhabitants of earth. So to accept Amor Fino, person must be of universal scale. Amor Fino cannot enter in very egoistic and narrow heart. It must be serious inner work and definitive, sure victories over evil and, as we call, debauchery or sexuality.
Right. You know that a lot of New Age schools and teachings, which we like generalize as a New Age movement, they teach that sexuality is a basic source of divinization, that it is a divine within us, sexuality, and the yoga itself practices rising a kundalini, which is based on sexual chakra, and it's nothing but subliming of sexual energy and transforming it to more subtle forms. Even Christianity, I would say about Roman Catholicism, they are debating on sexuality, whether it is original divine or it came after original sin, after the fall. And you know this, the modern movement which started in America, the theology of sexuality within the Roman Catholic Church. They say that the feeling, the sexual instinct, was inserted in a human being by the very God for himself, that each and every human has this sexual attraction, which is originally was towards God, and it has to be directed to God. So there is, according to the New Age teaching and according to the modern thoughts in within the Roman Catholicism, sexuality is something which is okay, which is more than okay. It is something which we have to embrace, we have to develop and transform to new forms. So what do you think? What Catharism thinks about sexuality? Eros.
From the ancient times, the sexual love as it is, we know that there are different types of love, and eroticism and sexuality lays in the very basis as inferior type of love. Human being as a heart-centered being has great potentials of knowing higher way of love, knowing love which has special character. This character is much more than human, more than earthly, and more than of human feelings. Here must be different kind and level of feelings. So, of course, there exists this erotic love, which experienced almost all the population of the earth, but nothing changes. So, erotic love has its qualities, its character, and accordingly to our white elders and in heritage of Cathars, for thousands of years we know that erotic love makes a limitation for the ability, capacity of human heart to develop itself, which we call divinization.
Yes, yes. And even ancient Greeks, they consider Eros as the most primitive and the lowest form of love. That even filio, which means the brotherly love, was considered as much higher form of love. Not speaking about agape, which is, you can say, supreme love, or love which does not exist on earth. And Amor Fino is even higher than agape. So you see, there are three steps over Eros.
Um, the sexual energy gives to its follower a special kind of energy. This energy, yes, pleasures, passions, this energy may inspire you to do some heroic deeds, for making some, yes, to do a lot of brave things and to do a lot of criminal things as well, unfortunately. And as all people know, in sexuality there is a part, a side of pleasures, uh, satisfaction, and there is a dark part or dark side of sexuality, which is in the very violence, aggressiveness, and using your partner as not as a person, but as much more as a thing. There are a lot of negative limitations which carry in itself this earthly eroticism and sexuality.
I may ask you, Father Herman, would you agree with the next statement? If consider human being as a material creature which needs to continue in his heirs, his children, and for this a man uses seed or sexuality, sexual process. So if it is the only nature of human being, then after conception of your child, your mission is completed, and your life isn't worth any more. When you, after you gave birth to your children and raise them until the age of independence, when they are independent, then you can just give up and go to the graveyard, because your further life has no sense.
I agree. Here we may also take a look from another side. For example, you have your small children. Do they need your sexual love? So if love is sexuality, so the sexuality is love. So of course, do your children, your own children, do they need your sexual love? Of course not. They need your love of Father. They need your great heart. They need your love which may help them to grow. But sexual love is not love of to give something to grow, to at least to nourish children. Sexual love is love of passions, of self-satisfaction. And for example, if you want to compare your love with love which may accept children or animals or nature, you will come to the point that sometime you must do something where you do not feel any love. But you forgive, you accept, you do not see. You become kinder than you may do. You should become much more kinder than is possible for you, which is even impossible for you. And from this point starts to open a very completely different source of love, which may touch your heart, and this will fill your children, this will fill all people around in the world. So there is a great potential, I want to say, I want to tell, that human heart of every woman, of every man has greatest potential. We have potential inside of us to share highest love with millions of people and not to be tied out.
Tell us more, please, about Amor Fino, the pure love. Are there certain conditions for achieving this love? Maybe vows, or what is the practice of reaching this love?
Yes, this this highest love, which is called Amor Fino, has its origin from ancient knighthoods, brotherhood of pure and virginal knights who lived, who believed to give their life as honor for the sake of their brother. They were ready to die, but to defend or to rescue the life of their brothers. This is the first. This is some way of inner self-sacrification, which is completely opposite to egoism.
Let's speak about today, because for our viewers it can be boring speaking about history. It was in the past. Okay, it's gone. Let's speak about today. For you, being a modern man, living in the world of lots of offers and pleasures and you can say temptations or opportunities. You can have marriage, children. What makes what makes you to be a follower of Amor Fino, to be a Cathar, and to have desire to become a knight, a preacher, to love Amor Fino?
Yes, the matter is that all of us who stay in this way, who stay in this way of divine love, we receive this love. We receive revelation of this love, which is incomparable with any love of man or woman, or maybe I cannot compare even in slightest way the power of this love, which inflames you and make your own heart carrier of this love. One of the not explanation, but to say character of this love. This love stops evil. This love defends people. This love stops war, shedding of blood, which is now very important in our today, modern day.
But we don't see this. We see bloodshed, we see terroristic acts, we see wars, we see a lot of suffering, we see tears and crying everywhere.
Yeah. So that is why human heart must be full of this love, of divine love, which divine love, Amor Fino, first of all, loves immensely a human being. This is such a great love, which you, when you look at every person around, you start to adore this person. Not in mind, not in some way of conception, but you really adore, you evaluate this person, not because of beautiful theory, but because of fire which is in your heart.
Are you speaking about this love as about an object, like it's objectivation of this love, like it's a identity? But am I wrong? And please correct me if I'm wrong. To my understanding, Amor Fino is nothing but manifestation of heavenly deity, of the God, as Cathars gave to us this motto: God is love. Dios es amor. Amor Fino.
And this is um, these are higher stages of this love, which prepares you as a bride or bridegroom of uh, divine marriage. So marriage with God is a final stage of this divine love, marriage with God. And before marriage with God, a preparation and a lot of visitations of this divine love. So when divine love visit you, and when you become carrier of this love, your um, your character changes to become deity. You become divinized by the power of this pure love. So which we call Amor Fino. Mm, of course, people say, or for example, in the New Age movements, that sexuality has divine character, no?
That's what they say. That's what they believe.
So, okay, I understand this belief, but I want them to ask, what, what character has this God which they believe to?
Probably sexuality. Sexuality is in its nature.
Yes, God of sexuality. What is the character of God of sexuality?
Loving God.
Loving God. Okay,
Probably, I may guess what they believe. I'm not sure.
yes. Let me ask then another question. For example, what does some man, when he finds his woman betraying him in his point of view with another man? This is sexual love. For example, she fall in love. For example,
Yeah, that your friend is more attractive to my inner divinity, so I decided to uh, put them together. My sexual divine and the sexual divine of your fellow mate, rather than yours, because you have too little of the sexual divine. So I prefer your friend's one. Yeah, it's a interesting example. But tell me, Father Herman, is it hard? And please be honest. Is it hard today to follow the Cathar path of Amor Fino, pure love?
yes, it's a way of, as I said, it's a way of heroes. But um, the very love inspires you to become hero.
Tell me, please. Let's say I'm not knowledged about Catharism at all. I am a young man. I believe I am young still, and I have my sexual life. I am very active in my sexual life. So why should I choose the path which you offer to me? What preferences it offers to me or may offer?
It depends. It depends on man. It depends on man. If, for example, if person uh, looks around and looks to the world around and seeing that this world is created for him and only for him, so this man he will not find. Okay, I want to tell you that the sexual life, is exactly for you. I know that sexual life is completely nothing. This is just step back. It's a way. It's a way um, to the reality of the past of maybe of centuries back.
It's temporary. First of all, it's temporary. So it is limited in time and it's connected to your body. When this sexual energy is sick, you have no sexual attraction at all. So it's limited. It will not last forever. And even if be honest, why we are looking for partners more and more? Why we not stay together? Why the percentage of new marriages or divorces of among new marriages is more than 70%? It's just because this sexual attraction uh, isn't it lasts doesn't last for too long. When you know sexually know your partner, it can last. The attraction can last for, let's say, 1 year, 2 years maximum, and then it's gone. And then you have to find another object. But what you leave behind yourself, if you are the one uh, who decide to divorce, to separate from your partner, you leave your partner with a big pain. And this is the result of sexual love, of Eros. Eros leaves pain behind him. Amor Fino never bring pain. Amor Fino never leaves behind it suffering and tears, only flourishing and blossoming. Am I right?
Yes, yeah, yeah. If we speak in the in this, I would say, deeply to the very roots of sexuality and amor fino, I may say that the very energy of sexuality brings deep disappointment to personality, and it brings from the very beginning, it brings the very end of this relationship of these people who are going start to love each other. And the more sexuality they practice, the more difficult for them to really to love each other, and uh, uh, to become those who uh, who may share with fruits of their love. So if this love is only for you, if you are looking this love and want to bury this love in your heart, and that is it, maybe sexual love will satisfy someone. But if you feel that you want to share love with other people, so you must share with them different kind of love, not sexual. Sexual love is not that what you may share, as I already said, with small children, with old ladies, with animals. They need something different, and this something different lays in the very depth of your heart already. And it is so happens that the sexual love completely closes and substitute. It leaves you without possibility to develop your inner potential, great potential of this, as we call, pure love. This pure love is completely of different energy. This is like a healing medicine which make happy all people whom this love touches, independently for 1 second or for all life. People experience this heavenly love. This heavenly love has quality to how to say, um, in the difficult situation, for example, difficult situation of life, when people suffer some attacks of evil or I don't know, war, devastation, losing of your near ones whom you love. So sexual love cannot help here. Moreover, sexual love makes people leaves people without strength to meet such difficult um, uh, uh, moments in the life. But love amor fina gives you strength, strengthens you in every in the most difficult situation, not to remain full of love, but to support other people with love, And the final grade, this is that very love which gives strength people to win death.
Dear Father Herman, we're almost run out of the time of our conversation, but before we end, just let me ask you how it is going in Spain. How is what is Catharism interesting for Spanish people?
Yes, it is very interesting, first of all, because it is in the very archetype of Spanish people. It helps them to become strong, independent, loving, and to become themselves. A lot of people in the modern world, they repeat someone's images. They not live their own life. They copy to someone.
Is number of followers growing?
Yes, it is growing. It is growing every day. We have every week we have our big meeting, celebrations, dance processions, and lessons of divine wisdom, where we see each time new faces, new and happy, surprised and smiling faces of young people who want to become builders and constructors of their own life. They need strength, wisdom, and love to live as they want, to love other people.
Right. I hope we will continue such video conversations because I think it will be interesting for our audience. And just let you to greet you, and please greet all our brothers and sisters out there in Spain. We love them. We send our kind blessings to all of you, and brothers and sisters who are watching us today. Please do not forget to subscribe to Glastonbury Global TV channel. Please like our videos on the Facebook page, the Cathar Temple, because I would like to remind you that everything you need in your life you can find here on our channel. Just forget about everything else. Come and watch our videos. You will be acknowledged with everything you really need. And bye for now. See you soon.